Imagine you were tricked into eating your own son. Well, according to the ancient Greek historian Herodotus, that's exactly what happened to the ancient Persian general Harpagus. This is part of the origin story to Cyrus the Great, one of the greatest rulers, conquerors in history. He was the ruler of the Achaemenid Persian Empire, and this story is tied in with how he became the ruler of the Achaemenid Persian Empire. So it starts with the grandfather of Cyrus the Great. His name was King Astyages, and he was the last king of the Median Empire, the Medes, that ruled a large part of the Middle East. He was told of a prophecy that his grandson, Cyrus the Great, would become a great king, very powerful, and this worried him. And so he ordered his best general, Harpagus, to take the infant Cyrus and to kill him. So Harpagus did what his master told him and he took the infant Cyrus, but he couldn't go through it. He couldn't kill a baby. And so he went to a local herdsman and said, "You have to do the job. Take the baby and put him out in the wilderness and leave him to die." The herdsman and his wife had just had a baby that died and they couldn't go through with it. So without telling Harpagus, they decided to raise the infant Cyrus as their own. As King Cyrus grew up into a teenager, it was evident to everyone that he wasn't a normal boy. He was from noble stock, and he soon got the attention of King Astyages, who saw the lad and thought, "That's definitely my grandson." He went back to the priestesses that gave him that prophecy and asked for another one. And they told him that, yes, he was going to be a powerful king, but he didn't have anything to worry about. King Astyages was so relieved, and he decided to throw a banquet in honor of his newly returned grandson, Cyrus the Great. But he was still very angry at Harpagus. So the banquet was taking place. Harpagus was there and he was confused as his son had gone to the palace earlier that day, but he didn't know where he was. He couldn't find him. Everyone was eating the same meal except for Harpagus. King Astyages told him that he had a special dish, a special stew just for him. And Harpagus ate the whole stew. He loved it. Harpagus was very satisfied after the meal, but he was still worried to the whereabouts of his son. King Astyages then got his servants to give Harpagus a basket. Harpagus declined, thinking that it was more food. But then King Astyages told him, "Take the lid off." Harpagus then took the lid off the basket, and in front of him was the severed head, the severed hands, the severed feet of his own son. And the realization hit him that he'd just eaten a stew made from the remains of his only son.